Okay, so we are here at one of my favorite communities in Salem. No joke, I just love it. This is the Pringle Creek Community. It is a sustainable community. So the homes are about LEED certified. So they're really green, they're really healthy. And then the area itself, as you'll see in the drive tour and a little bit of a walking tour that I do, there are 32 acres of community space. That includes parks, garden, on-site orchard. They have an orchard. It's cool. And it's just stunning. Everyone here is so nice. You'll see soon here in a minute. So I'll show you. I went through the public building that's over there. It's a community space building, and there's a local wine club just here in this small little community, and they're setting up tables, and they saw me with my camera, and I was like, hey, is it okay if I do a video? Show my clients, and they're like, yeah, absolutely, come on in. Nope, just take your video. And so I just came through and took this little beautiful video of the area, and everyone's so nice, and it's so walkable. There's walking paths everywhere. You see people out walking their dogs. You know your neighbors here. And it's just gorgeous. The location's really convenient. Let's give you a quick pros and cons on the place though, because not everything's perfect. Well, you can hear the railroad. We're not butting up against the railroad, but we're enough that you hear it. I want to say maybe 2 to 3 times a day you hear the railroad come through. So that would definitely be a con. The other con is that a lot of these homes are quite small. Now you do have some bigger homes that were part of the original custom homes. Most of the properties in here were spec builds, but they're done with a really, really high design. But of course I'm listing cons right now. So the cons is that they're really close together. I mean, in Salem, the rule is that you have to have 5 feet, with your house and the property line. It's as close as you can build. And every home here is built to that line. They waste not a square inch. So you are quite close to your neighbors. If you're that sort of person that's I need at least a 1/4 acre, or I want to be out in the country, then this isn't the place for you, because everything is really close together. Another potential con is that it definitely is mixed housing. So we have some really just gorgeous, stately, super high-end homes, and then there's townhomes. They have some condos going in. So there's a whole mix of housing, which is one of Oregon's, especially Marion County's new rules for how you develop, because you want mixed and different levels of homes in the neighborhood. It's kind of the thing going forward. It also just sits with the values of this community. But I've heard a lot of people list that as a con. They only want to be by other big homes like them, and they don't want to share. On the small homes piece, there are properties in the area. Some of these homes don't even have garages. So you'll notice some of them do, and they're really tiny, and others do not at all. So if you need a very large garage space, then this isn't the place for you. There's a few homes here that are quite large, but most are compact. So they really rely, just look at this, aren't these beautiful? They really rely on super high design, but not max square footage. So this home right here, I'm looking at this. This is honestly one of the bigger homes. It's gorgeous, but it is definitely kind of one of the bigger homes. There's my favorite home at the end I mentioned earlier. That's 3,000 square feet. So there's some good sized ones, but they're not all like that. There's some that are just really, really tiny. I'm hoping to do a video later for some local homes. Oh, and there's a lot of established green. Look at those sequoias. Aren't they gorgeous? So there's a lot of established trees here. So I guess I'm kind of getting into the pros. It's one of the pros is you do still have big trees, even though it's a new neighborhood. It's common not to have that. The roads are narrow, and there's pros and cons with that. So the narrow roads do have people. The con is that it's tight. There's not a ton of extra space. Not these super big wide roads. The pro is that they're really designed for people to go slow. This is a walking neighborhood. They are not encouraging you speeding through or coming in. Once you come off that main road over there, you are coming in, you're slowing way down for everyone walking with their dogs, the kids riding their bikes. That is the philosophy. Look at this. Isn't these just stunning? These are just adorable homes. Again, small footprint, but adorable. So like in this design here, you can see there's the one door garage on bottom. That's super cute, high end. See how the way that's done there? Nice high end door. But then there's some living square footage on bottom, but then the bulk of it's on top. See this new build going up here? This, I believe, is condos. Look at how the doors are there. I expect those to be condos for sale. Here you've got a new set of townhomes going in. Okay. You've got a set of townhomes behind it that are already for sale. So now so these homes here, okay, this is technically, for some of these places, it's like the back. So this is the front of this home. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that pretty? I just think it's so pretty. But see this? See how tight they are? They are close together. So it's one of those, like, you get some, you lose some, you know? But again, things are really well designed. People come into a home and they live in it and they're always surprised. They're really shocked that, you know, they always think it's bigger than it is, and that has to do with how it's designed. So in these ones here, I believe these ones have a garage in the back. So you've got your front porch, everyone's together. This is definitely considered the back, and then the front is over there. Here you have a garage, back's over there. This little home right here has no garage. You can see it has the side compartments there for extra storage, but no garage. These townhomes here, you can see have a garage off the back. You can see those townhomes over there. Again, it's called a front porch community. So you have these are actually alleyways that they've designed. So you're supposed to go slow in alleyways. The idea is kind of this more, it's like based off the old 1940s style where you sit on your front porch and you know your neighbors. There's the garden. Those are the greenhouses. I can't remember if you actually rent space. I think it's pretty affordable. And the greenhouses. Again, here's another home that you've got storage on either side, but no garage. This is their little car park there. So again, just really different depending on what your goals are, but so beautiful. Okay, so it's time for the driving portion of our tour. To review, this is a sustainable community, the Pringle Creek Community. So they're really built around the environment, values of the environment, saving old growth trees. You can see those huge sequoias there. The homes themselves are LEED certified homes. And for those of you who haven't had a chance to hear about that, that means that the homes are designed to provide a clean indoor air, ample natural light, and use safe building materials to ensure comfort and good health. So when I talk about high design, we're talking about environmentally friendly, easy to heat and cool, keep your energy bills down, and then make really good use of space. Also, it's done with a larger community mindset, you know, in the design itself and the whole area. So you see that huge building up there on the left? That's the Coop building. We'll drive by it later. We're going over Pringle Creek here. So see these homes? So you've got homes here on the left and homes here on the right that are the outer area. So these homes are close together. The homes on the left have virtually very, very small yards in the back. I think some people consider it virtually no yard, but they're just beautiful. These are some of the bigger homes. There's more larger spec builds out here and custom homes in this section. You can see up here in the little loop that I'm taking around these houses. And these homes are built so that they're easy to heat and to cool. So it keeps your utility bills down. They're easy to maintain. They're built for the health of the environment, but also your health as well. So you're not breathing in toxins and you're taking care of your own body, which is great. So you see how these houses have a little more driveway They have a little more front yard. They sit back just a tiny bit more. And they're bigger. Those are quite a bit bigger homes. So that space on the left there, that's some orchard space. Right now we're driving back over Pringle Creek itself, like the actual creek that runs through the area. Over there on the left are the greenhouses. I believe you can kind of rent some of your own space. And then there's an urban farmer locally as well that runs the greenhouse area. So we're coming up here on the right. There's tons of green space there on the right. These are some other public buildings. That's like an old building that you're just using for storage right now. Some extra storage pods there on the left. And then, oh, isn't this just pretty? So those are obviously newish trees on the left. They're so skinny. And then there's these just huge established trees on the right. The creek runs back over there on those trees as well. Just love this space. Okay, you see that home in the end? That's my dream home. That's on brand for me. It's not for sale yet. It's a custom home. It was one of the custom homes. That's a little over 3,000 square feet. That's got some good size to it. But you'll see here quickly as I go around the corner that even that home doesn't have its own attached garage. You see how those other houses are really close to it? So this set of garages here go to this small set of homes that are all close together here. So they do have garages, but they're not attached. They're detached. So the idea is that you are forced to bonk into your neighbor to say hello, to help carry groceries, to just do the normal chitty chat and make eye contact. Okay, so I've backed up here. Now we're curling back around. Some of these homes on the right here that you'll see in a minute are quite tall. Those are 3 levels. Do you see that? Those are some big homes. They got the garage on bottom and they go all the way up. So this property, this community, the Pringle Creek Community, comes up this little slope. We've got a few more homes up here. There's an old derelict building there. I'm not sure what the plan is. That's technically in a different neighborhood. So I'm circling back around because behind us is a newer neighborhood, but it's technically a different one. So we're coming through here. This is property on the left that's undeveloped. That's actually for sale, so that's in process as well. So this is a community that's really still growing. It still has homes being built in it, in addition to the established homes. So here you have some more of the cute little homes, but like that one, for example, I don't believe that has a garage. And then these are the alleyways, you know, in between the properties. You have these really big trees, and then these small alleyways that encourage slow walking, slow driving. That home right there in the white, that one's for sale. It's a little studio, 1 bedroom, I believe. And then, yeah, we just have these nice little homes. They vary quite a bit in square footage. There's the greenhouses again on the left. You probably noticed this is where I did the pros and cons walking. Was through these alleyways out here. There's the townhomes on the left. So the idea of a front porch community is that you have these garages kind of in the back, but then you have a space out front where you sit on your front porch and you say hello to your neighbors and you share a glass of wine or a cup of coffee. This is the sort of community that you move to if you want to know people, if you're hold something like environmental care for the environment, really high value. The sort of things that they emphasize in this community. So that open area on the right, I believe is going to be new builds, just the way that's done up, that's new build area. Over on the left, that's all open green space and orchard. I'm going to do a little walking tour here shortly with the next video. You'll see me walk through this space so you can see it a little better. See how well those are manicured? Just really well manicured spaces. You got good street lights, new trees coming in. This will be all covered in big, you know, beautiful trees in the summertime to shade and cool the street, and then to open up and bring in as much light as possible in the wintertime. Again, here's one of the alleyways. We've got the homes on the right that you can't quite see have, there you go. You actually have to go, the front door is the second level. The big bamboo grove here to provide privacy even though the homes are close together. There's some new builds going in, some more townhomes. There's your orchard again on the right. Isn't that beautiful? And then that's the painters building, the community building. We'll be going in to see that one. I've got a little tour here for you. And there's the greenhouses again. So check out this building here. This is clearly not a residential home. This is the Coop building. So these are office spaces available to rent. If you're running a local business, you're a doctor, a clinic, real estate agent, and you want a little office space, you can rent it right here. You can commute from your home a couple blocks away. Isn't that amazing? I think that's awesome. Okay, so let's take a look here. This is this area here. This is for sale. This is like soon to be developed. You can see the cool tower up there. It's an old smokestack that'll be staying as like a historic feature. This is a very walkable neighborhood. The whole point of this is you've got walking trails. The streets are narrow, so you can't even drive through here quickly if you wanted to, but there's tons of open green space. So the idea is that you walk your dogs, you meet your neighbor, right? You meet your neighbor at the mailboxes, you sit out on your front porch, and you just have a ton of large shared community space. It's a community building over there where you can rent space, meet up, all kinds of good things. And then down here is Pringle Creek. And then in a minute, they're setting up for a little wine tour. Let's go meet Calvin. Hi, Calvin. How you doing, sweetie? It's a little neighborhood cat, because you're a community cat. Hello. Aren't you friendly? Aren't you friendly? I heard you like to sneak into the garden. Looking so good. Isn't this place gorgeous? I just love this community. They're so friendly. Every time I meet someone in this community, they're just so nice. I love nice people. Don't you love nice people? So we're just gonna walk around the back here so you can get a slower view again. Look at these cute homes. Do you see the place behind me? There's the greenhouses again. It's just okay. So see that there? Those are orchards. And so those are fruit trees there. So the idea is that it's surrounded by sustainability, by local urban farms, opposed to the golf course. So if you are a golf course person, I've got other videos for you. This community here is really built on an anti-golf course. You can look to see how close the homes are. You've got this farmstead area here, a little farther down, someone started another small open garden, and it's just super kid friendly. Let me on a secret, we really want to move here. We've bought a couple other properties recently, so we're biding our time, and the one I want isn't for sale. There's like one house that I want, I just love, and it's currently not for sale. So I wanted to reach out to them over time and get into this community because I just adore it. It's a really close to the school. There's lots of local schools here. Now you can see right up here, take a look. See how that street over there connects? So that is another community nearby. Look at this. It's just so great. Helpful to get to know Salem a little better. You want to work with me to buy or sell in the Salem area, give me a call or a text. Contact info is down below, and see you for more videos. Bye.